This is Command Post, a series of discussions about military matters from Time and the Center for a New American Security.
For the soldier on the ground, does it make any difference whether his commanders are, prosecuting a counter-terrorism strategy as opposed to a counter-insurgency strategy? How is the average GI's day different if his boss is pressing one way as opposed to another?
I think if you're an infantry soldier out there on the ground, it's not going to look a lot different to you. You're going to be, you're involved in the day-to-day tactics. And so what you do out there will probably look fairly similar. In a counterterrorism mission, you might be doing a raid one night and then the next day being out securing a village. That might look just the same, whether the broader strategy was counterterrorism or the broader strategy is counterinsurgency. In truth, counterinsurgency always has a counterterrorism component to it, so you're always doing both. It's a question of what measure of weight you give to each of those sets. And I think even in Afghanistan here, in the coming years, what we're going to see is a shift from a heavy weight on the counterinsurgency and less weight on counterterrorism to the opposite. We're going to grow the counterterrorism component of our strategy and slowly reduce and hand over to the Afghans the counterinsurgency component.
I think that's all right. I also think you're going to see far less of the efforts to build schools, to develop Afghan governance, some things that we've asked the military to do because we simply don't have enough capacity in the civilian agencies of government to make those things happen. And so our military have turned into road builders and school builders and governance advisors, and I think we're going to fall back from that over time. I think that was inevitable. The question is, are we going to do it so quickly that the Afghans are going to lose the capacity to carry on without us standing behind them every step of the way?
I think I take issue with one part of that, though, and I think that as the military begins to reduce, what we're going to see as well, though, is the military will continue to have to step in and do a lot of these tasks that in a better world might be performed by U.S. government civilians. There's still only about 1,000 U.S. government civilians in Afghanistan. There's 100,000 soldiers out there, and even as you drop that over the next 2 years to somewhere around 68 or 70,000, those soldiers are by default going to have to step up to the plate and be involved in these local governments building type of activities. There just simply aren't enough civilians out there to do that. There haven't been in the past, there aren't today, and I don't think there will be tomorrow.
And Secretary Clinton has said that those 1,000 civilians is the peak number, and they're going to be drawing down in parallel with U.S. military forces as well.